How do I mock you? Just stare blankly.
Hello,
Hello, you. Welcome to
hello.
Characters. Welcome. You
What's
got two Justin
up?
Tylers here in the
I'm
house.
Justin Tyler. That's Justin Tyler. Welcome to Characters. Welcome. I got my
Hey.
daughter right over here.
It's good.
Stop
Good. This
doing
is.
what you're doing. Quit it. What's up?
Wow, what a dark understanding of my parenting ability you're laying out here. And this is Eric coming back from a 2-week absence,
I'm
off doing
rested.
who knows what.
I was gallivanting. I was
Yeah.
off doing who knows what. Folks, I was on an island for the first time in my life.
Wow, what? Oh, you mean like a vacation island? Because you at least
What?
travel to an island for work a great deal of time. Manhattan.
Oh, is that an island?
Wow. I don't know what you've been paying attention to. What'd you need a vacation from? You're not paying attention to the regular world.
Is Manhattan not connected to anything at all?
Well, the bridge is connected to stuff. But yes, Manhattan.
I didn't know.
No,
I didn't.
What did you think? Where did you think the land was? Where did you think the
somewhere in the Bronx? Is that not true?
My man, you got a lot of walking to do because you've got to see how this world works. This is a perfect piece of non-information to add to the Eric mythology of
Pretty
not
cool.
knowing how shit works.
Hi, howdy, how are y'all? What's up, Isabella? Welcome to Characters. Welcome. Yeah, I was at the Turks and Caicos. The Turks and Caicos, a small island off the coast of Florida, very far off the coast of Florida.
Yeah, I wouldn't even honestly. It's dressing it down to call it off the coast of Florida. It's just an island out there. You don't have to say that.
It was really nice. We've got a picture queued up here. My one complaint about our Airbnb is there wasn't a bath, so I had to get my bath in the ocean. And as you can see, there it is. There's about 4 inches of water. My toes are in the sand, dug deep.
Is that the depth you went to? As far as like a snorkeling situation, you got about that deep and we're like, whew, I've seen enough wildlife. Let me get out of here.
You'd be surprised at what you can find right there.
Well, let me ask you, what do you have there in your hand? Is that a baby tooth that you finally dropped? Or
I was pretty positive it was some type of shell from some type of cool Caribbean creature, and I think it was a cigarette butt.
Wow. Sort of a shell from a human. The human.
Well, it was from the shell of a human. Yeah, something from the shell.
A shell of a man dropped that cigarette butt in a beautiful, sadly smoking, watching the sunset.
Yeah, I will say, great trip. Their whole deal there is conch everything, conch fritters, conch ceviche, conch salad, and also conch shells. This was.
Look at you, island guy over here, Mr. Island Boy.
Island boys.
Wow.
This was not even. We would walk down the beach, our private beach, and there were thousands of these just impeding our path, littering our path.
Oh yeah, you should go up to the north of Manhattan. It's all conch. There's conch fritters, really? A ton of snorkeling. Yeah, there's a lot of pina coladas just being passed around.
Mm-hmm. And when you say island, what do you mean by that?
I guess we should sort of define island for all the Erics and Eric heads out there. An island is sort of like I don't know. It's like a burrow that floats.
Okay,
sort of like like a boat. It's like a boat, but they have motels and hotels and houses on it.
Cruise ships.
Yep.
Got it. Cool.
It's an island is like a cruise ship that stops in the middle. And sets up shop there.
Full of old people and folks that are too scared to take real vacations.
That's 100% right.
Got it. Folks, welcome to Characters Welcome. This is the best goddamn character show on this or any side of the rectangle as far as I'm concerned. If you're watching and you're like, what the hell is this? We're about to show you the best and the brightest in character comedy from Brooklyn, nay, the U.S., nay, the Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, you met a lot of Turks and Caicos characters out there. Gonna bring them home to the rectangles.
Tons of characters, and they really liked when I talked to them about what I did, and they definitely understood it.
Yes.
So, but I feel like we should probably get started and show folks what a character looks like. What do you think?
I agree. Let's do it. I'm very excited for them. This first character.
Me too. I'm pumped for this first character. Guilty. I've called this person once or
Yeah.
twice.
Oh boy. I feel weird because I just got off the phone with this person, and to have them show up here, I feel like I've done something.
Shit, what the
I feel like this
hell?
is a follow-up call.
Well, they are a friend of the show. Please welcome to the Rectangles, Lexi from Mindfuck Hotline.
Woo!
So ein schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder.
Hey, you've reached the Mindfuck Hotline. This is Lexi speaking. Here's a fun fact that'll blow your freaking mind. Despite its hump, a camel is a straight spine. Oh yeah. If that one can get your brain juices flowing, this one definitely will. The biggest pyramid isn't in Egypt. Do you want to know where it is? Mexico. Another one for you to wrap your big head around. The Caspian Sea is actually a lake. Do you want to hear a dirty little secret? Bears were once as big as bears. Think you can handle one more? I knew you could. Napoleon had an intense fear of kittens. Meow. Thanks for calling the Mindfuck Hotline. I hope you found these facts fun.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Hey.
Okay. All right. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot with the Mindfuck Hotline.
Wow. Okay. So that was short and sweet. And honestly, if I had a complaint about it, it's that I could honestly, that's such a funny concept. I could listen to that for fucking 5 minutes. That is,
Thank you. I'll just bring in more facts.
Please. That's all we need. All we need.
Yeah, I mean, the educational part was just getting going.
Mostly Snapple facts. So
that's your main source, your research document is Snapple?
Pretty much entirely.
Yeah, all those Snapple facts. Are you a collector of facts? Do you like facts?
To be honest, not really. But I just feel like Genius Bimbo representation is too low, so this needed to be done.
Genius Bimbo is truly. I think it's Genius Bimbo summer is what I heard, and we're at the tail end of it. So
I don't want it to end.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking, there's surely multiple OnlyFans that are literally your character that you just did.
I don't know why I didn't come up with that. I'm so broke.
Yeah, I can't believe you're here doing it now when you could be charging way much more.
Tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, it's true. I like going to trivia. I will say I'm the emotional support of the trivia team. I'm the anchor that keeps us going through rounds. Yeah.
You're not a trivia head.
I'm not good at trivia. I'm good at very specific kinds of trivia, but I'm horrible at pop culture. Don't know actors. I hate television. So
it's funny. That's sort of your business, though, right? That's literally your goals are right there. You're like, I hate TV. All of the things that
celebrities.
If you hate trivia about TV, wait till you take some meetings.
Hate comedy.
Yeah, comedy's not fun. I don't know anything about New York. Hate the city. I like books, though. I'm pretty good with books. I can give you some book facts, but that's a good
one. Yeah, I can write them into this.
I definitely was an annoying kid who had facts though. There's that annoying kid that will try to just say words at your face to show you that.
Yeah, but those are the sweetest kids.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say guilty as charged. I was also very shy growing up, so I was like, I'll just drop a fact in here instead of making regular conversation. And everyone would look at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? A child who drifted up to this conversation.
Where are you coming at us from?
Well, I live in New York, but I actually am at my parents' house in Philadelphia because I left a bunch of stuff here that I want for my apartment. So
smart.
Did you just move to New York recently?
So I'm originally from New York, but I've been living in Chicago for a few years. So I'm super happy to be back. I missed it.
Wow, you're really hitting up all the major cities though.
I'm on a tour.
Yeah. So let's do fuck, marry, kill Chicago, Philly, and New York.
Kill Philly.
Wow.
My parents.
I mean, to be fair, that's what most Philadelphia residents say.
That's true. They say I want to kill
that way. Yeah. Fuck Chicago because it was a good short-term thing, and marry New York.
What
about you?
New York's
That's,
gonna hurt you, but we'll always come back.
Beautiful, beautifully said. And you just learned a whole new fact about your true love, that it's an island part of it.
I had no
So
idea.
that's a big, yeah. And technically, Brooklyn's on an island, Long Island.
Long Island's not. I think I knew the Long Island. Was
Yeah. Is this a character?
That one's pretty clear.
Yeah. I like where you stopped in that sentence. You're like, Long Island's and I
knew that. That is
Okay.
a thing that I knew and recognized. What are you bringing with you? Are you bringing that?
Yeah, what'd you go back for? What did you journey to Philadelphia? A lot of people, if you don't know the New York tri-state area, Philadelphia, only an hour away. It's like a sixth borough for New York.
Yeah, it's not so bad at all. But I obviously live in a tiny apartment because I'm 25 and live in New York City. And so I have this like 8-foot tall loft bed. And I forgot all the screws for it. So
So this is not just a casual picking up some nostalgic.
No, this is my
poster.
brother drove me to New York today with a bunch of stuff, and I got there and realized I left the most important thing.
Oh, that sucks. So you had to go back to get the very necessary screws.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a dream. An 8-foot tall loft bed. So you gotta clamber up in there, huh?
Oh, literally every night is like a journey. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's much work.
Any fears of falling off? You have violent dreams ever?
No, I mean there's guardrails, so I'm more likely to fall off a bed that's on the ground. So
Much
I feel
like
pretty safe.
Bowling
Oh, wow.
alley. You've had
That's good.
guardrails up.
It's exactly
Yeah.
It just keeps me in. It's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. And a lot of bowlers actually don't use guardrails, Eric, for future reference. If you're ever at a bowling alley, shocked that there are actual working gutters there.
Well, why wouldn't you? It makes it easier to use them. So why wouldn't you use them?
That's true.
100%. 100%. I'm with you.
Do I want to score low or score high? That's so weird.
Yeah, I guess you're technically right. You're rolling up to a major PBA tournament demanding the gutters go down.
If they're there, I'm going to use them.
Truth.
Do you have anything?
Maya, anything you'd like to plug before we let you go?
Oh God, I mean, I just moved back to the city, so not a lot going on. You can follow me on Instagram at Maya Danzig.
Yes.
Boom, right there.
Yes, thank you. And thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
Thanks for doing it. Come back. Bring
Please.
some more facts.
Yes.
I would love to.
Very.
See you next time, Maya. Thank you.
Next time, thank you.
Such a funny character. I love that.
Very fun.
Yeah. Do you remember any of your random? I remember I remember my random fact when I was growing up. I would always walk up and I'd be like, "Do you know what the only mammal with knees that can't jump is? What's the only mammal with knees that can't jump?"
I'm going to say giraffe.
It's the elephant. Elephants cannot jump.
Wow. Too big.
And I say, anyway, I'm Eric. Hi.
Wow. You're still using that at bars and stuff, right?
I'm praying that a trivia night comes around where that's the question.
Some sort of a very, very highly focused trivia. Folks, in lieu of an OnlyFans, you know what we have going here is we throw some cash our way, and we give it to performers. We pay our tech, and he does great work most of the time. So please throw us to our business Venmo. If you send it over and put something in the comments, we will read aloud whatever the comment was, whatever words you're bringing for us, we will say it. A comment on Eric's island views.
It's true. There was a time several weeks in a row where I had to read a lot of Venmo tips that were calling me a pervert. And so I am prepared to do that again.
Yeah, and I'm prepared to read them, especially if they're about you being a pervert or not. Shout out, we have actually a comment sort of directed right at your childhood right now, Eric, from Mark Lamfron. Whales can't jump too.
Okay, well, my response to that is, and I'm willing to hear both sides of this. Do we think whales have knees? Because what I said was the only mammal with knees that can't jump. And I arguably... Could that fin be? Is there a knee in there somewhere? There might
define a knee. I mean, whales are big. There's a bunch of junk in there floating around, probably.
The whale is full of weird shit. So
it's a big tube with any amount of thing. I mean, I've seen a lot of Pinocchio conspiracy theories about what happens inside whales.
There's a world where a whale is nothing but, I would say, a leg. I think a whale could be just a big leg with a brain in the front. Don't you think?
This is the kind of flat Earth conspiracy theory. This is how it gets started. This is how that shit gets started. People be like, whales just legs, man. And where are they running from? Where are those two whales running from?
What's at the bottom of the ocean that they don't want us to get to? James Cameron got close. I don't know.
Nice. Always comes out to Cameron's great submarine work. That's it. He would go under there and he would think about Avatar. He would think about what he wants all those sexual tail blue folks to do. And we're going to find out soon.
Wasn't that such a weird throwaway part of the movie? Like, that was like not a huge part of the movie, but like that he like kind of slipped his kink in and was like, I'm not even like, I'm just gonna make this normal.
I would argue that it's a small part of the movie to you, but true Avatar fans are really absorbing all of that stuff. No one's missing a beat. If you really dive deep into the, I guess the underlying materials, the expanded universe, people be talking.
Yeah. Well, and just like for my penis on penis sex fans, it is like docking. Right? If you look up docking, that is what docking is, which I learned recently.
Yeah. Yes, except I think the tails in Avatar, not to get too into the mechanic, I think there's a grabbing as well.
There's some sort of grabbing. Interesting. So Kegels.
I mean, honestly, I haven't watched that movie except for once in the theater, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But
and that's everyone's experience. Was like I saw it once in the theaters, and at the time it was like, wow, what? And it made $1 billion. Crazy.
Yeah, and it's going back to theaters because everybody was like, sure, let's see it again.
Great, perfect. I'm so happy for that. Can't wait.
Yeah. Eric, what do you say? Shall we move on to our next character?
I think that is a great idea. I'm pumped.
I'm excited for this because, deep down, I feel like all of us believe we're this to some degree. So I'm very excited to see someone who goes by this title on, a daily basis. Please welcome out to the Rectangles an artist.
Whoa!
Schon schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes
Drama, mystery, romance. These are all words that describe what happened last summer when 5 of New York's bravest firefighters rescued me, Joanna Van Anna, surrealist artist, from a tree in Central Park. My art has been described as provocative and powerful and like Salvador Dali, except very, very bad. So, when tasked with a way to repay the men who saved me, naked but not afraid, from the bewedged branches of a mighty oak, I knew just what to do. Friends, family, children of Local 118's annual Charity Chili Cookout fundraiser, may I present your 2022 Sexy Firefighters Calendar. January. Yes. What is it to fight fire? Is it strength? Courage? No. It is, as all things are, sex. Also, I know it looks like I altered that man's nipples to make them bigger, but I want to make it very clear I did not. That is April. Yes. Now,
yes.
You have come to expect tasteful pics of shirtless hunks, but what I have given you is much, much more, and also a felony in 11 states. Finally, July. Yes. Excellent.
Ooh.
When I showed this image to Mr. July, he loved it so much he wouldn't stop throwing up. The hose is the man's penis. which for the non-artists out there is an allegory for a penis. Okay, enjoy your chili. I have to go back to jail for being very naked in a tree in a park.
Woo!
Yes.
There's that Eric bringing us stuff he thought about on vacation.
There it is. Had a lot of time to think to myself, and I thought to myself, what if different mediums got to do that sexy firefighters calendar?
Yeah, and I like that. I appreciate all of that. I really want to take another look at this one,
Mr. July.
Mr. July, which I think is this is true art. This is
Just
real.
Yeah, and let's just say that it is art. Yes.
Yes, I mean technically. Oh, look at our little faces peeking out.
Wow, we're peeping that little guy.
We really conquered this. I particularly like the dogs walking on the ladder to the neck.
Yes, and the more you look at it, the more you're getting, you're understanding the struggle of man. Maybe you see how there's one set of footprints in the sand. There's something about that Jesus poem there.
Oh, that's when Jesus was carrying the sexy calendar to the people.
That's when Jesus was carrying the sexy calendar. So yeah, I mean, thank you. I'm seeing in the private chat, Caitlin saying truly a visionary. Caitlin, thank you so much. Appreciate that. It's true.
Yes, and we will be adding this to the Characters Welcome merch stack. So please feel free to come through and
hop in on
order that for your.
It's a 3-month calendar.
Yes, because I don't have a lot going on in those other months. January, naturally, first month of the year, it's where you get things.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
April, taxes, of course.
Huge.
Yeah. And then July, summer fun, and then all those holiday months at the end, boring.
Okay, you already know what you're doing those days. You know what you're doing in December. Okay.
And that's a window into future old man Eric being like, I don't need a calendar. What do I don't have a lot going on. Let me just take a couple of months. I'll plan everything in these 3 months.
You ready for another horrible part about me? I don't keep a calendar. I do not keep a calendar at all. No calendar.
Oh, that's funny. As a man who's been producing a show with you for the last several years, I know.
It's always a surprise when shit rolls around and I get that text from Justin being like, are you doing the show?
Yeah. I'm always just texting you now with an exclamation point. You're like, I got it. It's time. And that way I'm a human calendar. No, I'm just kidding. Eric is timely and paying attention, but I find it strange that you don't have a place where you write things down.
No calendar. I would say the pandemic killed. I definitely wanted a calendar. Pre-pandemic,
wow. Truly, there's a calendar within 400 feet of your current location if you just walk there.
It's harder now. Post-pandemic, it's harder to get me to do anything. I used to have my email. This is not a lie. I used to have my email at 0. My email was at 0. I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that at the beginning of the pandemic. I'm looking right now at it. Guess what the numbers are.
I don't know. 17,000. I hate it. I don't even want to know.
28,132.
Fuck, dude. Get out of here. Work on it. Delete some while we're talking. It's fine.
Should I?
In the meantime, Nascha says, wait, but where are you guys from? I'm from upstate New York originally. I'm in Crown Heights, Brooklyn currently.
Solid Q. I am from Baltimore, repping them O's horn.
Yes.
Also currently I'm in Brooklyn right now, in Gowanus.
Yes. Gowanus.
I'm looking at apartments. I'm looking for a new apartment right now, and let me tell you, it's not easy.
Wow. Well, look, all the other performers on the show tonight are dropping. I don't know if these are guesses or their totals in their inboxes, but we got 10,000, 1,900, and then 22,322.
Connor with the closest. Connor knows what a fucking piece of shit I am.
Wow. What an honor. What an honor for Connor. Yep, that's Connor's emails. 20. Look at you. You guys are inbox twins. You guys
Connor. Oh, now I understand. I heard that number from Connor and I was like, you got to delete emails, buddy. But I'm even worse at home. I need to clean up my house before I throw brick shit at other people's house.
I don't know if it's a brick, but that's a more aggressive version of that particular aphorism. Kevin Wilcox says Eric signs up for extra spam, and I believe that.
I asked for that because, well, you know what I do get? You know what my email does get full of? Other comedians who put me on their email list without asking.
Yo, that's a drop in the fucking bucket, dude. You have way too many other emails.
It's enough that I don't want it. If you're watching and I'm on your email list, take me off that shit right now.
Wow. Eric demanding unsubscriptions from his comedian friends who are clogging up his inbox with, like, I don't know, 10 emails a year, probably. What a demand. Speaking of demand, we should keep the show going. Let's bring out our next character.
Let's do it. Pumped.
Very pumped.
Yeah, I'm excited for this person. It is do they call this the dog days of summer? Does that mean
yes. That's 100%. And dogs are run humans for the next couple weeks in New York.
For the next couple weeks, the dog is dogs are mayors and people have to be dogs.
I have to wear the leash and my dog walks me wherever he wants me to go.
Okay, Daddy. What? But, it's the end of the summer. We're going to be saying goodbye to this person pretty soon. So let's welcome him to the rectangle right before we do that. And let us welcome a lifeguard at summer camp.
Woo!
Hi, third graders. My name is Parker. I'm a lifeguard, and I am so excited to welcome you to our Camp Lake, Greenfield Lake. Okay, before we get in the lake, we do have a couple of really important safety rules to go over. So let's all put our listening ears on, okay? These are really important. Great. Number 1 is we always swim inside the buoys. And can anyone tell me why we always swim inside the buoys? Yes, Johnny. So we don't get eaten by Greenfield Gary. That is absolutely right. I see some of you laughing. Yeah, and you're probably thinking, Greenfield Gary? That's a story made up about a lake monster that grown-ups came up with to scare kids in the 90s. And you'd be right. It was. Until last month. When we discovered that there's an actual monster in the bottom of the lake that's slowly been growing larger and larger and is now awakened to terrorize us all. So, inside those buoys. Okay. Rule number 2. Can anyone tell me rule number 2? Yeah, Sarah. We always swim with a buddy. You're right. Gold star for you. Can anyone tell me why? Why do we always swim with a buddy? Stacy, yes. Because friendship is important. That is very cute and true, but it's not the answer I was looking for. No. The reason we always swim with a buddy is because we've learned that Greenfield Gary's jaws are only big enough to hold one person at a time. So stick with your buddy. You've got a 50% chance of survival. Okay? Yay! Rule number 3. Rule number 3, third graders. Listen up. What do we do when we're in distress, huh? What do? We paddle with our feet, right? Paddle, paddle, paddle. We tread water, okay? We don't panic. We breathe. And we put both our hands up in the air. Can you do this? Both our hands up in the air and we say, help. Say it with me, okay? Help. Okay, and when we do that, good job. When we do that, that lets the lifeguard, me, know that you need help. So that I can say, you got this, champ, because I am not going anywhere near the water. Okay. Who wants to get in first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I really like
Caleb Rio to everybody.
The use of your background to describe, what was it, Cramp Greenfield?
Yeah.
So funny. That's so good.
Named after the famous green screen field that runs behind this entire summer camp.
Yes.
Nice puke color.
Yeah, that's a very light green screen. I love it.
It's
It's
just
a green screen. It's a wall, right?
well, it's actually a corner. Baby is in a corner.
You are in a
Oh,
corner.
baby.
So it's not an accent wall. That was my second question. Is the whole room is this?
This is the entire room. This is recently moved into this apartment. And it's got like fun retro paint colors going on. So yeah.
That is retro.
That is fun. That's cool.
So you just moved as well? A lot of people moving and shaking in this.
Yeah, it's sometime, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where did you move to?
That? Yeah.
I'm in West Hartford. I'm in Connecticut.
Nice.
Oh, Connecticut. Got it.
Yes.
What's the housing market like there? Is it also a crisis?
It's bad, but it's not as bad as the city. So that's hence why I'm here.
Fair enough.
Smart. Because Eric, aren't you looking to move?
I'm knee deep in it right now, and it is horrible. It's like you message a place on Craigslist that seems like it's not a broker and it's just a human being, and then they message you back and they're like, cool, you and 45 other people will be showing up at 9 a.m. and this is true. They hand out all the applications right there, and the highest bidder gets the apartment. The person that offers the most money gets the apartment, and it's just you're swarmed with people every place you try to go. It's
I saw
crazy.
TikToks about that. I'm amazed you can confirm.
It's true. It's
True
100%.
nightmare. You gotta put the word out in the community. Talk to some of those. Maybe respond to some of those comedian emails that are filling your inbox with like, "Hey, anybody got an apartment?"
Yeah, I should reply all to those for sure. That's a good idea.
You should.
I heard in October things settle down, but I am not holding out breath.
Wow. Caitlin, did you go to summer camp when you were a kid?
I worked 3 years as a counselor, and we had a lake and a fictional lake monster that we would use to scare the kids into like staying in the boats or like staying in the buoys.
Whoa. What was the monster called?
What
was the name of the monster?
So the pond was Bicentennial Pond, so it was Bicentennial Bob was his name.
Nice.
And so kids would always say they had seen him. But there was a snapping turtle that was like that big. So that's what we named him.
That's great. And so the lore, did you build lore around it? Was Bicentennial Bob 200 years old?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Of course. He was there. The pond formed around him.
Wow.
He came before the pond. Exactly. He was like living in the earth.
Wow.
I grew up on a lake in upstate New York, and we had Hermie was our sea monster, and we would like sneak up. We would put seaweed and just like pop out of the water, scare all the younger kids, do all this, and we were like, "This is fun." And then one day they were legitimately scared, and it was a problem.
Oh, no.
we went way too far, and it was like it was bad.
What is it with you guys with y'all naming sea bog monsters after like kindly old men? What is up with Herbie and Bicentennial Bob? These are like nice names. Okay.
Well, that's what they catch. You mean I don't know if you're familiar with Jason or Freddy, but they're pretty chill names, but they have bad attitudes.
You're right. Do we have sunscreen on our face?
We do. Yes. This is some banana boat 50.
Is that what SPF is? Are you a 50?
Yep.
50 person? Me too.
I'm a pale, freckly little ogre.
Wow. That's what it says on the bottle, right? When you choose 50. I do 70. I go hard. I would wear a tarp. If they had like sort of a cream tarp, I would wear it.
That's probably what I should do.
Yeah.
Smart. Have you taken any big vacations this summer?
I went to Delaware.
Yeah, huge.
Nice.
Which, okay.
Famous for vacation land, they call it.
It actually has great beaches, but anytime I say that, people are like, "You did?"
Okay.
It is true, because is that where Rehoboth? Is that what's the Delaware beach?
That is the one I go to, yeah.
And that's like a great, like an East Coast beach. Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, it really is. It's got like actual waves, unlike the Sound. No offense to Long Island Sound people, but
no, agreed. Get out of here, Sound.
It's not the same.
Rehoboth is also, if you go too far south, Rehoboth turns into Ocean City, Maryland, right? Or Wildwood, New Jersey. It's Ocean City, Maryland, right?
Yeah.
That's right. And that's where you want to stop and turn around. Ocean City, Maryland, not the greatest beach. And that's coming from five in a row family vacations to Ocean City, Maryland.
Wow.
Bad
You
time.
got evidence.
Yeah, I've got the receipts on Ocean City, Maryland. Do you like the beach? Are you a big beach fan?
I love it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
a
mean,
big beach
doesn't.
person as well. Yeah, the
Mhm.
beaches are nice. Some people hate the beach. People who just can't tolerate the sand being
I
hot.
normally don't like it. I don't like it a lot.
I feel like you've said you didn't in the past.
really?
You don't like beaches.
Yeah, I just had a good experience at Turks and Caicos because there was always someone 10 feet away desperately trying to sell me a rum punch. And so that made things so much easier.
Mm. Wow. The missing ingredient was rum.
It turns out the missing ingredient was always having a full rum punch in your hand for 5 days. Yeah.
You hated beaches before, rum punch. You love beaches. You didn't want a credit card, rum punch. Guy has a credit
Rum punch. I got it. I got a $5,000 fucking limit.
Only takes very tiny baths. Rum punch, taking a regular human-sized bath.
Crazy. I'm totally different, guys. Do you have anything you want to plug or promote? You got anything coming up?
When I do, if y'all are on my Substack, segue. That's when I put it out there. That's when I promote it. So everyone subscribe except you, Eric, because you have enough emails.
Oh,
wow! Don't do it. But he's you don't want to be adding in one more email to that pile.
I can bury one more in there for sure.
I will have to say, not to toot my own horn, but they are quality emails. I put a lot of work into them, so share a lot of fun stuff.
Good. I'm excited for it. Well, thank you so much for being here. That character was so funny, so good.
Super fun. So watch out for Bicentennial Bob, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Stevie, did you miss Eric's vacation chat? Yeah, we threw up a nice little pic of me on vacation, snorkeling in 3/4 of an inch of water. Kevin, the dramaturg of Characters Welcome, is keeping you informed in chat. I see.
Yeah, look at this man. And I also like he not only does he break down what happened, he's like, this is how they made fun of him.
This is how it was funny. Yeah. Good. Oh yeah, Stevie's been watching on the gram. I have been posting. Yeah, I posted a bunch of stuff. Posted a girlfriend.
Kyle Purdy, rum punch. I know. This is also a big, if you're willing to talk about it, it's a big, I believe you call it a girlfriend drop.
Yeah, girlfriend reveal. Big girlfriend reveal. Yeah, how did Sarah feel about that? Good?
Yeah, how dare you? I can't believe you. We could delete this from the live stream. Do we have a button that goes back?
I'm asking how it went over. Did you guys talk about it?
Yeah. This is good. Let's welcome. Great. No, I thought that was a fun thing to do. Is reveal your because you've been dating, I guess, in secret for a while. For months, and it's been in secret because when comedians find out someone's dating someone, they ruin it, and so I just keep it. Nice. Yeah. Great. So you had and you went on vacation because first big vacation with a partner. Intense.
Yeah. And this was our first
or I should say can be intense. It might also be just very chill.
I mean, it was a lot. It's a lot to just like go at, the airport. You're going to find out how somebody reacts to the madness of an airport.
Perhaps a high stress situation, but also in the downtime is even more extreme where you're like, what does this person do when people start getting real?
Yeah.
Stop being polite and start getting real.
Stop being polite and start getting real. It's true. Zcor Zeppelin, I'm going to find you at Threes Brewing. Folks, if you're in the chat and I did get a message while I was on vacation. One of y'all did stop by Threes Brewing and tried to meet me. And my manager at Threes Brewing texted me and said, I told them I kept you safe and told them you're not here. So you can come
didn't keep you that safe. He was like, oh, he's just not here right now. Come back anytime. Right, here's his schedule. Yeah.
If you want to come meet me at Threes Brewing, please come, but don't come to shave my skin off my body and wear it. Okay, just come to hang out. Was it you? For real? Please tell me if it was.
Look, that's real shit right there.
Come back. Yes, I want to meet you as well. It was not you, Stevie.
We got Stevie. You have 1 for 1. It was one of those two people.
It was you. Hell yeah! Come back on a Monday. Come back on a Monday. And we'll
there it is. Out. Now he's revealed the schedule. I blew by the bar when Eric was there, having had several beers, had one, and then blew. I scared the other bartender who was
You
there
did
because I like got.
you climbed up on the bar.
I was
Yeah, boy.
perhaps a little loose with my ideas of like I could do this here. I took a sausage making class in the side room once, so I feel like I have ownership in a way.
There you go. Oh, Z-Court, you're saying you were there before and we talked about the Devil's Get the Bomb. Okay, got it.
Wow.
And you will come back. Great. Yeah, come back on a Monday. Please do. It will be a dream. Fun stuff.
It will be a dream. Speaking of a dream, let's welcome our next character. I'm very excited for this one.
Yes. Pumped and a half. God, this is going to be great. Folks, sometimes I feel like I live on YouTube.
Yeah, on the tube? This guy's YT all day.
What you doing on the tube, dude? If I showed you the front page of suggested videos for the Characters Welcome YouTube page, because of, I believe, of all of us, I'm the only one that is like, I'm on YouTube a lot. My front page is crazy.
You're the curator.
Please, let's welcome someone new to the YouTube front page. Please welcome a YouTube video essay. Yeah.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass.
Hello, I'm the Barley Filter. Welcome back to the Japan Zone. This is a video essay, you fucking idiot. If you want to see highlights of my recreational softball league, go to my second channel, The Barley Brita. And if you want to see unedited streams of me playing video games that are just barely not pornography, go to my third channel, The Barley Unfiltered. In 1981, Ronald Reagan, then president, was shot by John Hinckley Jr. In 2019, I went to Starbucks and got a Frappuccino with caramel. And when I left, I bumped into none other than my high school bully and spilled my caramel Frappuccino on him. Now, what does any of that have to do with the 1997 film Spice World? I'm gonna get to it. Give me a second, okay? You fucking moron.
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan was undeniably a bad person. Iran Contra, more like Iran Bad-tra. But John Hinckley Jr. was no angel. Did John Hinckley Jr. sell weapons to Iran? No, but he did have a creepy obsession with Jodie Foster, then teen movie star. Just like John Hinckley Jr. pulling that sweet, sweet trigger on the then president, I too was not innocent in my caramel dive bombing of my former despot. Did my high school bully sell weapons to Iran? No, not to my knowledge. But he did tell everyone that I was gay, even though I was pretty clear about being bi. Clear's right, buddy. I was not without sin when I cast the caramel Frappuccino assault on my former bully. Did I sell weapons to Iran? Technically, yeah. I formerly and currently work for Raytheon, the awful weapons company, because Misa likes the money. Misa has no morals. The film Spice World stars the titular Spice Girls, sporty, scary, baby, posh, and ginger Spice, playing fictional versions of their real life famous musician selves in a fictional narrative, much like how John Hinckley Jr. created a version of Jodie Foster in his mind who hated age of consent laws and loved bloody murder. Much like how the anecdote I told you was entirely untrue. I've never spilled a drink in my life, let alone been in a goddamn Starbucks. I've never had a coffee. An ounce of caffeine would kill me. I'm basically a Victorian child. This has been my review of the 1986 World Series of Baseball. I'm the barley filter. You are now leaving the Japan zone, and the world is a vampire. Let's go Mets.
Oh, fuck. Oh boy, Connor Ozer, everyone.
Connor Ozer,
Hello.
everybody.
Connor, love it. I love it.
Well, let me ask. That feels like it comes from true experience.
That's
of
that's a
watching.
real guy who talks like that.
That's 100%.
A
So
real
tell
guy.
us about how you discovered this, and we're like, this guy's
That-
ready to go.
That's a guy. There's a guy called Tim Rogers who talks exactly in that cadence, and he makes these incredibly long videos about video games. And who gives a shit about the video games? Because he's just like a weird, interesting guy,
Yeah.
and he just goes on insane long tangents that eventually loop back to the video game. But it's like I kind of don't care. It's like
Yeah. It was
What I like about that is the nature of inside jokes with yourself that you're saying to other people that there's no chance of them getting
ever. Yeah.
I think that's more of a general thing where like I think people who are worse at it will have a thing that's like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this person talking about?
Absolutely. Those videos exist out there.
What do you think does everyone think of themselves as like their own personal like Howard Stern? Is that what this is? Or like who's the avatar of this?
I think people are like, hey, people watch it if you just talk about stuff. Like some people make money, some people and it's funny when they don't, because that's a person just kind of yelling into the void.
It's true.
Definitely. But also like there are people who are like, there were 81 people who watched this video. And it's like, if they're interacting with a much smaller number of people in their regular day-to-day lives, that's worth it.
That's a win.
Yeah, that is a win. And a saving grace for their social circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. God, what a fucking it is fun to accidentally. Sometimes we get crazy comments on our YouTube page from people that are so wild. I have to click and look at what they are posting on their YouTube page, and every once in a while,
risky
gems. There was somebody who commented on my Vet That Neutered Clifford character. It's something along the lines of like, was like, you're telling me people these days survived like the 90s and 9/11 and now they're making content like I was like, what?
I mean, I technically survived 9/11.
Oh, wow. I guess technically all of us.
Yeah.
Technically the world survived it. And I went and clicked on his profile, and his most viewed video is him like in the half darkness wearing a leather jacket, and the video is called Pencil. And it's like a 15-second video of him just staring, and it's like a grainy, like 240p video, and then he goes, pencil. Holds up a pencil, and I'm like, bro, this is the video they would dig up when this guy like killed 300 people. It's
wow,
so scary.
It's incredible.
Like, what is going on?
If you're in the chat right now, shout out to you.
Shout out to Pencil.
Yeah.
Award-winning short film Pencil.
So scary. I gotta try to find that video and show it to y'all. But
let's definitely chase this up. Let's definitely get this guy somehow connected to us.
Some clout. Yeah, I want this guy.
Yeah, let's post that straight on the channel.
Yeah.
Connor, I love it when you do characters that tell me something for 3 minutes and then just say, just kidding, I didn't say or do the things that
I do that. I have characters that are like, It was a lie.
You do that?
Well-
Yeah, you've done that before. It's such a funny.
Well, I feel like you take care of your audience. You're like, let's go on this journey. And you're like, this is wild. Where are we going? And then you just bring us safely back to our land.
You're like, just kidding.
One of my favorites does it twice.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about because I love that character too. Yeah.
You'd be a great hot air balloon pilot.
It's true. Bring us up, bring us back down.
Right now.
Is that what you're saying, Justin?
That's 100% right. No, that's an unrelated. So I'm talking to another. I'm doing my own pencil style.
Sorry, I'm
video.
just starting a new
Oh,
conversation.
you're like doing the two phones thing.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
He's on a call right now. So funny. Connor, what do you have to promote? What do you got to plug for us?
I recently made a cool new video. It's on all my socials and the YouTube's. That's my social on everything. It's called The Greatest Kisser of All Time Retires. I think it's very funny.
That's awesome.
I love that. I'm really excited.
And this is kind of far out, but I'm starting a new show. It's going to be at Wonderville. First show's November 3rd, which is a Thursday at 8 p.m. It's called Play to Win. The premise of the show is that after every comic set, they play a fighting game with a random audience member, and if the audience member wins, they get a free drink. And there's a money match at the end with someone really good at the game. If you think you're good at the game, challenge them.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this show is for people who like comedy and for people who hate comedy but like fighting video games.
Yes.
People who hate comedy and like
but think
beating
you can
comedians.
beat the shit out of a comic.
Yeah.
Part of the show, it's a pro cancel culture show.
Yeah.
A lot of these comics are afraid of the audience coming on stage and fighting them. We encourage it, but in a controlled way.
And folks, I'm excited. I'm going to be on the first show. Connor asked me.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting so far. Eric's booked. Sylvie's a maybe because she's moving to LA. Jesse Roth, Steve Genty.
Jesse Roth. Jesse Roth is somebody I want to play in Street Fighter for sure.
Yes. The game. Also, the game is going to be Street Fighter Alpha 3 if there's any fighting game heads. If you think you can beat me, beat my Sakura, you get 2 drink tickets. If you beat me, you get 2 drink tickets.
Oh, Connor,
did
you pick a game that you're really good at?
The first one,
Of course. Yes.
The first show, yeah. I'm okay at that game. I played people who are insane at that game, and I've gotten okay.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
The mechanics of Twitch in person, while also comedy is happening.
Comedy is happening. And it's also a bar that's full of arcade games already.
It's a bar that's full of, also get this, chat. It's a bar that's full of indie arcade games.
Yeah.
Tons of indie arcade cabinets. And that is
This will be the only non-indie game at the venue.
Yeah, we're choosing not to support. We're not supporting those artists.
No. We're supporting comedy artists and also big corporations. We love cancel culture.
Yeah.
Good. Great.
The audience for this show is going to be a hell of a mix of people. Pencil will be there.
Pencil will be there. I hope to see you, Pencil.
Pencil show up and probably kill me. We'll see. Z-Core says, what is this place called? It's Wonderville.
Cool place. It's in Bushwick.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Connor, thank you so much for being here. So much fun. Pencil's in the chat for Connor.
Pencil, baby.
And we'll see you soon.
See ya.
Later.
Oh boy, so much fun.
Very fun.
Yeah, that was a great character. Would you be mad at me if I tried to find this Pencil video?
Yes. Why don't you do that when you're enjoying the next character?
Yeah.
Why do you do it subtly so the performer won't notice?
Well, it depends on who the performer is, I guess. If the performer is someone I respect.
Then of course you wouldn't do that.
It makes sense that I wouldn't do that. What do you think?
I think we should do that. Welcome on our next character, and then you can just piss off and do whatever you want, like usual.
Do you want to play the video right now? I do have it.
Great. You have to, there's a whole process. So why don't you just do that part, and then we'll work on it after that.
Okay, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm excited to welcome out our next character. Are they ready?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm so excited to welcome out this next character. I'm assuming they're gonna have a hat on, and they might do this once or twice. I am just so pumped for him. Yeah, I don't know. For folks, I feel like people are of two minds on water parks. I think there's people that really like water parks. I think there's people that think water parks might be gross.
Interesting.
I don't know, and I don't know upon which side.
More gross than a public pool? Same thing. Just the water's more fun.
It's a public pool with pizzazz, for sure.
Oh, man. Put that on the flyer.
I will do that. But in the meantime, let's welcome to the rectangle a kid who's been at the water park for 1 hour.
Woo!
Kom schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal.
Hey, kid. You new to this splash zone? Yeah, I thought so. I can spot a slide rookie from a mile away. I've been here for like an hour, so I've seen some shit. It's hell in here, but I love it. I did 2 tours in the saturation station. Lost my shit on the Goo Goo Gully Washer and saw some things that I can't unsee on the Rocket River Goofy Rapids. Some poor bastard swim trunks came off and everyone saw his dangly dome. Yeah. I've never seen a man fall apart like that. Cried all the way to his mom, who was very close because he's only 8. Listen, let me show you the ropes, kid. I'm 12, so I'm sort of the boss around here. Couple rules straight off the jump. You can pee in the pool, but you can't pee into the pool. You know what I mean by that? Like, I saw a kid drop trout on the edge of Pollywog Pond and Tinkle, and they busted his ass back to the petting zoo out front. That's a no man's land. When I was a freshie, like 55 minutes ago, I got kicked out of the petting zoo for budging in line at Fishpipe Falls, and some mother trucking goat ate the leg off my Captain America action figure. I tried to reattach the leg, but he was too far gone. The plastic. It was mangled. Now I've got Mirabelle from Encanto leading the Avengers in my toy box. Frick that goat, man. Frick that goat all the way up his butt. While we're talking pee-pee, there's a lot of chatter out there that Splash Zone is one of those water parks that has that chemical that makes your pee visible in the water. That doesn't exist. That's some government bullpuck meant to keep us in line. That chemical goes by many names. Urine revealer, wee see, tinkle tattler, whiz whisperer, the piss and tell, spilling the tea on the old pee-pee. You get it. It's all lies. One thing that isn't a lie, don't eat the hot dogs at the Snackateria, because I saw a kid eat 3 of them and then go down the Timber Mountain Flushing Gus, and he diarrheaed. Yeah, he diarrheaed all over the splashdown pool. Poor bastard rooster-tailed in front of everyone. Shut down the Flushing Gus for full-on 4 minutes. Kid'll never live it down. Unless he goes through puberty, then everyone's going to treat him like a god. Word of the wise, when you're riding the AquaTube Tsunami Soaker, make sure you keep your taters tucked. You know, your nards nestled. Because I hit my Clementine so hard on the bottom, I nearly forgot the names of the entire Paw Patrol. Ryder, Chase, Marshall, Sky, Rocky, Rubble, Zuma. Oh, and always go down on your butt. One kid went down the Red Rocket juice and sluice on his chest, and the bottom of the slide sliced his right nipple off like a piece of pepperoni.
Oh my God.
One lady barfed. Yeah, then 2 dudes barfed. Then an old man barfed. Then a seagull ate the pepperoni nipple. Then the lifeguard barfed. Then everyone barfed, which caused the seagull to barf up the pepperoni nipple. So the lifeguard got the pepperoni nipple back, and the kid got it sewn back on, and then he barfed. And that kid is me, Tony Pep-Nip Sullivan. I'm going to be fine. Now, let's hit the splash zone.
Oh no, Justin. Have you ever done that character?
Never. I just wrote that today. I went to a water park on Sunday.
That is
With
honestly
my kid.
you with like one towel hanging over your shoulder on stage, and then at the end pulling it back
Pull
and
it out.
like a bloody fucking nip
Dude,
hole.
Because if it was, if I was doing it live on stage, it would be a disaster of blood for sure.
Yeah, it would just be a fucking just monster, right? Yeah. Yo, that is so funny. That's great.
Thank you. I do like being at I took my kids to a water park on Sunday, and it is. I haven't been there since I was a kid. It is like a pool with pizzazz, and everyone is like, "Yo, we gotta go get in line. Do this." Like, everyone's a professional.
All the kids like know everything, right? Yeah, and they're all like hurt, right? Because the day has just been violent and unkind to them. I think it's the other funny thing about water parks. Somebody had posted in the chat like class action park or whatever. Like, all water parks are like that. Just like so dangerous. I love that.
This one we were at was in Connecticut. It was called Quasi Park. And they have a thing called the saturation station. A bucket at the top of the water park fills, and every like 12 minutes it dumps some crazy amount of gallons of water onto like people gather underneath it, and it like knocks people. It's crazy. It's a wild disaster.
That's so funny. It drops like the equivalent of getting hit with a sandbag from
exactly
the story of water on you.
And it's not just kids waiting in line. It's like all the adults are there waiting in line. It is like wild. It's pure chaos.
It's crazy. That's so funny. Kevin, at 8:58, noticed that we hit a list in your piece. So everyone must drink, which is true.
Right. Our ongoing drinking game of
folks. If I had enough money to make Characters Welcome my full-time job, I would be super cutting every time Justin's character does a list.
Oh, you don't have to supercut that. It could just be all of my characters.
It could be all. It's just your playlist of characters back to back to back. It's true. Parks are so crazy. Yeah, the petting zoo as well. Also, too real. Did this place have a petting zoo?
This one did not, but I've been to water parks. I mean, I grew up in upstate New York with Enchanted Forest Water Safari, where the fun never stops. And that has a petting zoo and a bunch of concrete like fairy tale stuff that no one goes to anymore.
So funny. Yeah, there's something about trudging through goat shit and straw and hay that really makes you want to slide down a dry slide.
Yeah.
With exposed bolts. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no water at this water park. It's just the sweat you accrue by walking to the petting zoo.
And that's how they get you. They get you because you're technically working for them at that point. You're providing the juice.
You're the water. You're the sluicer and the juicer.
I'm the sluicer and the juicer. Folks, two pieces of news. One piece is sad. One piece is non-negotiable. Sad news is we're down to our final character of the night. That's sad.
That is sad. And the only thing that makes us happy after that is this.
It's time to hump. It is time. I don't even know what that's a reference to.
Me neither. That was just in the text.
If anyone knows what I was referencing there, could just be real life, because I do stand behind it. Let me be clear. I stand behind that.
I think that goes back to you not having a calendar, and sometimes I have to just broadcast that to you.
But yeah, that means the other piece of news, non-negotiable, folks. Comedy is over after this. Yeah. No more laughs, no more yucks, no more titters, no more tatters. What do you call it?
Say goodnight to the tickaloos.
No
Say
more
goodnight to the tickaloos.
Which I, in particular, don't like, because it sounds
don't like that word.
Sounds like something the perverted monster under your bed might do.
Time for the tickaloos, Eric.
It's got fingers that are way too long and come up through your mattress. The tickaloos, I don't like.
That reminds me, before you move, I have to use the hatch I built into the floor under your bed and come up and scare the shit out of you.
No, don't like. Hate.
I'm going to do it one night before you move. I'm just not going to tell you which, but it will be a warm weather month.
I am doing my damnedest to stand strong, and every time I see that I have once again fallen into a cattle call of apartment hunting, I turn my ass around. I will not be a part of it.
Wow.
Until
brave stance. It will bite you in the ass.
Yeah, I do have to just play the game. But yeah, no more tickloos after this. We're down to our last character, folks. We love that you're here. We always do. It makes us so happy. We've got fresh videos on our YouTube page. We've got fresh videos on our TikTok account.
TikTok popping.
TikTok is popping and the YouTube's popping. We're getting a lot of views on the YouTube right now too. Both things are popping. That's good news. We have this show every Wednesday at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have a live show coming up in September, and big news for our October and November shows. We've got a new location booked. Location to be announced, but it's going to be a party, and we want everybody to come out because they're big space with a bar. It's going to be really fucking fun. That's starting in October. Just big news all around. Great stuff. Yeah,
it's going to be fun. Don't let that mean you shouldn't come to the September show because that one's gonna be
please come to the September show because our last September show was a fucking party too. We sold it out. Thank you so much for coming to that. That was a great
August show, you mean?
Yes, our August show was so much fun. It was great. And if you want to get down there up close and personal with us, this is your last chance for the September show to be 18 inches away from us while we perform.
Yeah, what a reverse advertisement we just landed on there. But yes, please come hang out, come do all those things. But in the meantime, what do you say? We dropped Phil Barton in the comments. Fuck, 2 a.m. in UK. And Phil Barton, a guy who stumbled upon this show like 3 weeks ago, and he's riding hard for us. He's
I didn't know. Was he at he's been commenting at other times?
He popped in one time and he was like, I'm fucked up. What is this? And just was like super psyched the whole time. And he's back. I love it. I love this.
And now he's back. Phil, welcome. 2 a.m. in the UK. Time to drink. Yes, Stevie. We're switching theaters, Stevie. We're moving to another spot, which not to spoil anything. Don't spoil it, Stevie, but you might have been at this theater as well.
Oh, wow. Eric's really dropping the drip drops, making the crumbs real. What a puppet master.
All right, let's welcome this next character out. I am so excited for this next person.
Yes.
Look, they are here to save the day. We love them. Let us welcome out a non-binary superhero.
Oh, hey, what's up? Didn't see you there. I was busy fighting the binary. Yeah, that's right. It's me, the person you've all been waiting for, but Marvel hasn't quite been able to figure out until now. Non-binary superhero. Super stoked to shift my efforts from forcing open dialogue with my Aunt May, who's trying, and fully commit to show the world my unique superpower of confusion. I stop villains in their tracks by simply existing. They want to take over the world, but I stun them into submission by not fitting into the delicately constructed gender norms that a villain, like my Uncle Joe, who's unwilling to change, would obviously cherish. My kryptonite? Someone respectfully asking what my pronouns are. They, them, by the way. Pronouns, super tricky for Marvel Studios to figure out. And my name. Or that they make me too femme or too mask, too gay, not gay enough. So they played it safe and made me as palatable as possible, which is why I'm looking pretty generic. Neutral clothing, my hair short, not too short. And they gave me a fun but safe hero name, the most popular gender-neutral name in the USA in 2020, Wisdom. Time. Hold on to your heads because I'm about to blow your minds. A non-binary person can use any pronouns, present in a multitude of ways, and have names that have been historically strictly gendered. But, the studio's trying. If you don't believe me, check out their last attempt at a non-binary character from March 2020. You might have missed it. Warning, this is real. Here we have the New Warriors. We have a non-binary black teen named Snowflake who wears all blue and is short and slim with boobs. Over here is Snowflake's twin named Safe Space who wears all pink and is tall and muscular and flat-chested. Written from the riveting perspective of two cis white men. It's a pretty big fuck up. Super painful because Marvel had already accidentally gotten it right with my pal Groot. Think about it. If you ask me if Groot is a man or a woman, Groot's gonna say, I am Groot. Very gay answer. To be fair, sex sells, and it was very difficult for the studio to figure out how to market me without being able to ask me about my genitalia. Very difficult for the studio. So, to go with my coming out, the studio released She-Hulk. She's like the Hulk, but a she. So, the sexy version with good sexy balance and big sexy tits and a sexy suit-wearing career because feminism. The whack and sexual stereotypes I make up for in delicious backstory. Typically, Marvel heroes are just regular bullied, but with me, they've actually got to call out queer hate and deal with my household childhood trauma. Studio's already lined up a sequel, a prequel, and a miniseries. No. Sorry. Wow. I can feel my powers reaching around the world as I quietly fight the most annoying villains of all, internet trolls. Every 73 seconds, cis-male commentators circle jerk their opinions about my existence to each other. Spoiler alert, they don't have anything nice to say. But through my power of confusion, these trolls experience feelings of attraction because I'm a superhero and I'm naturally sexy, resulting in sexual awakenings, revelations of self, and or spontaneous combustion. All in a day's work. So thankful the studio finally decided it was an agreeable time to let me out of the fucking closet. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go stop another gender reveal party.
Yes. Oh, this is really good. That was really fucking funny. Wow.
I love the use of the actual characters they came up with, which is, I remember when that happened. I'm a comic book guy, and that was shocking.
It was so bad.
How did that get approved up and down the line?
Barely got approved. It didn't get approved. It was approved to be presented, and it was March 2020, so nobody knew what was happening. But it was quickly cut.
No break and safe space.
Very real.
Well, the comic book world is very stuck many years in the past. It's just and the fact that that's become sort of the main culture of our movies is strange because it's so regressive in the actual comic book world.
Yeah. Wow, but that piece was so good, so strong, so funny, so much going on. You crushed it. I really love that. Really good. Yeah, funny as fuck. We were just talking about this before you came on, but noticing a severe lack of anything on the wall behind you. You want to talk about that?
I was just getting into character, and I had to be pretty plain.
Yeah. It tracks.
No, it's my partner's parents' room. There was a nice new wedding sign back here, and it was quite distracting, so I took it down.
Rip that shit off the wall.
Yeah.
No more. Who needs it? So you're coming from your partner's parents' place?
Bedroom. Yep.
Nice.
There's a party downstairs right now.
A party that you should be attending, that you are going to go
I'll get there eventually.
Wow, look at this.
Nice. Smart.
What sort of party, if you don't mind? Like
A going away party. One of the family members is moving to Arizona for some reason.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah.
I guess.
Wow.
Are they a lizard? Some sort of like lizard that likes to just sit on a rock all day? Because I feel like that's the main thing to do there.
I don't get it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I've never been to a desert. Is it fun? Anybody?
No.
Okay.
I don't get
it's like a beach without the fun parts.
And the fun parts, again, we've said are rum punch.
Yeah.
Definitely hot in the day and frigid at night. So I just don't understand.
Oh, cool.
I've been to Arizona. I had a nice time. Went to Sedona. There's a whole thing in Sedona where there are vortexes that are like energy places, and you go and you stand there, and then you decide if you feel the energy.
Decide if you feel.
Yeah.
Decide if you feel anything.
Yeah. Feel anything at all.
Did you feel the vortexes, Justin?
I didn't feel a lot. No. So I don't know. Other people do. I'm not knocking it as a thing, but I don't know if I was standing in the exact spot. There's a map that is, I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. I feel like most parties that I go to, I do often find a way to not be near that party eventually.
This was a very good excuse.
Yes.
Like, I just gotta go to the
I just gotta. I have to be here for the whole hour. Yeah.
It's really important.
Smart. So what have you been up to besides hanging out at your partner's parents' place?
I just wrapped a movie, and then I'm going back to classes at Groundlings next week.
What the heck?
Great.
You couldn't downplay more of those You're great things. That's awesome.
That's awesome. So yeah, you're West Coast based. You're LA based.
Yes, in Los Angeles. My partner and I were thinking about moving to New York at the end of the year, but it's too much going on here to
I can help you find an apartment.
So that was the other thing, was the conversation you were having earlier about apartment hunting. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to scare you away, but I will say it's hell every minute.
Eric, you might have an apartment waiting in your pile of emails in your inbox that you just haven't seen.
Oh, is that where those things go when I request to Streezy and Craigslist? They go to my email.
Mm-hmm.
If they're mailing you stuff, then that's even worse. I gotta say
that is even worse. It's true. I told my landlord that I was moving out and technically like gonna break lease. My landlord was like, yeah, that should be all right. How long have you been there? A year? And I was like, 5 years.
Landlords are busy.
No idea.
Lots going on.
Crazy. Oh well.
To be fair, landlords are kind of sharks in Los Angeles too. It was
Are they?
Apartment hunting here is probably not as awful as New York, but it's its own journey.
I'm sure.
I feel like LA apartment hunting. There's also a little secret. They're like, yeah, I'm renting the sub pool house for this place in the hills or something. There's all these like extra secret buildings in
yep. Mm-hmm.
Which is that's fun. And I've been to people's houses out there, and I've been like, "Oh, this is your house. You walk past? These are your neighbors." They're like, "Oh, I have to walk very quietly."
Yeah, really quiet. You walk by this window because
that's the rich people who own this whole house. Yeah, it's wild.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, if you do decide to move to New York, we would love to have you on a live show sometime.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Well, okay then.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Perfect.
If you're just visiting sometime, keep us posted. You don't have to move over here just for the show.
Yeah, just come on over. We'd love to have you. That piece was so good. Do you have anything else you wanna plug or promote?
I mean, follow me on Instagram.
Boom, there it is.
I'll find out about things.
Enjoy the party, Christina. Have a blast. Maybe, or just stay up there until it's time for the party to be over.
This might take a while longer. I don't know.
Fair enough. Let them know. We do a little talk back afterwards, and
we do have that talk back. We have the talk back.
Cool. We'll see you around.
Thanks,
Christina. We'll see you later.
That piece was hot. That was a good one. Yeah, that was a hot piece. Hot piece alert. Folks, we freaking did it again. Can you believe it? We saw
Wednesday night. Wouldn't be Wednesday night without
a little bit of us. You saw characters. We saw vacation photos. We got a list from Justin. We saw one of Justin's nipples, which is never quite enough. You little tease. Yeah. Where's the other one? There.
Still got the pepperoni on it. That's an actual piece of pepperoni.
Hot Q. Are we gonna eat that pepperoni?
Yeah. You mean split it in half? I'll send you half. I'll bring it by.
Can you send me half that pepperoni, please? Are you gonna eat that pepperoni? Don't eat that pepperoni.
I won't. It's nice and warm though. It's perfectly. It's toasted.
God, I can't stand that. But yeah, thanks for coming out, folks. Again, we already basically told you all the stuff, but yeah, check us out on YouTube, TikTok. We got shows coming up. throw us some cashola on that Venmo if you are feeling it. We will read the things that you say to us live on the show.
And we'll read them next time. Yeah, we're not afraid to hold on to stuff for a week.
Yeah, we'll read 'em.
Start life's work.
Yeah, send them that shit. We'll read them next time, and we'll see you next time. Yeah.
Thank you so much, folks. Have a great week.
Bye.